Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Chenelle, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over some must-have items when making soap at home. Alright y'all, so the first thing we're going to go over is our safety supplies. So right here, I have some gloves. Make sure that you wear gloves, that way you protect your hands from the lye and of course your soap mixture. Also, you want to make sure that you have some safety goggles on so that way you can protect your eyes from any type of splashes. Now, what I don't have pictured here is some long sleeves. So make sure you have some long sleeve shirts to protect your skin. Of course, closed-toe shoes and long pants. So those things right there, make sure, like I said, you just protect your skin from the sodium hydroxide. Alright, so next is some basic supplies. Now, I highly recommend that you grab a soap making book, especially if you are new to soap making. Grab your soap making book, a couple, 3, 4, however many you want. Watch YouTube videos, all that stuff. But these books, the soap making books are going to be very helpful for like recipes and techniques and troubleshooting, all that good stuff. So be sure to, if you can, grab a soap making book because they're very informative in my opinion, and you definitely will learn a lot from reading them. And then of course you need your butters, butter, shea, mango, cocoa, whatever you decide to use. You're gonna also need some oils, olive, palm, coconut, whatever you decide to choose. Make sure you have your oils, sodium hydroxide, 100% lye. You're gonna need this. This is needed. Sodium hydroxide is needed to make soap. There is no soap without sodium hydroxide. So make sure you grab you some sodium hydroxide. Now moving along, we're gonna go here. So moving along, now right here I have my infrared thermometer, and this is what we're gonna use to monitor our temps of our water lye solution and our oils and butters. So thermometer is most definitely needed. Now you're also going to need a digital scale. A scale is needed so that way you can get accurate measurements of your ingredients. In order for your soap to turn out right, everything needs to be accurate. However it is on that sheet, on soap cap, or whatever you use to calculate your recipe, you make sure that you weigh that out as best as you can, get it as close as you can to the number that it's telling you to use. So that way your soap turns out right. Now I also have this spatula here. Now I use this to kind of scrape my bowls out, scrape out my pitcher, all that stuff. So spatulas, and I like to use 2. I use one for my oils and then I use another one for my water lye solution whenever I mix those up together. Now right here I do have a plastic container. This right here is my long spot pitcher. I do weigh out a lot of all of my juices and water, my distilled water, all that gets weighed out in here, and I also use some of these whenever I separate my batch, I use these to split off my batch as well and color them with clays or whatever I'm trying to do. And the pitchers, you want to make sure that they are heat resistant. Now right here I have I have my stainless steel bowl. This can be used to melt down your oils and butters, your hard butters. You can melt them in here to create like a double broiler type method, and then you can also mix your mix your soap in this as well. Just make sure that it is stainless steel and not aluminum. Now of course we got all this stuff. We need something to put our soap in once it is done. So we do have our soap mold. I like to use the smaller soap mold whenever I am just kind of like trying out something new recipe or something like that. I'll use this soap mold, or I'll even use my little individual type cavity molds. So So having some of those will come in handy also. Then we also have this longer one back here that I like to use, and I can put about 49 ounces in here, y'all. I fill mine up. As long as it's not flowing out the sides, I'm going to fill it up, and usually I can get about 49 to 50 ounces in these containers right here total of soap. Now I also have some Brazilian yellow clay. Now this right here is just optional. If you want to add clay to your soap, any clay, you know, just Brazilian yellow clay, Brazilian purple clay. I haven't had the best of luck with the Brazilian purple, but what is it? French pink clay, French green clay, any type of clay you want to use, that is always, of course, an option to use in your soap. Now you also want to make sure that you have some distilled water whenever you're making your soap, just because, like, just use the distilled. Some people say don't use tap or what is it, just use distilled water. Now you also want to make sure that you have a stick blender on hand. This right here is going to speed up the mixing process and ensure a smooth consistency. Just be careful, because if you can somewhat end up with bubbles, but be sure to burp your stick blender first before you start mixing in your water lye solution. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Very simple. You know, just a few items to kind of get you going in your soap making journey. So if you enjoyed this video, found it to be very helpful, somewhat helpful, please consider leaving me a thumbs up. And if you have not done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. And to all of our wonderful supporters out there, we love and thank you guys so much. And a special thank you to our Soap Chat members, Gina, Andre, Terry, Rita, April, Sasha, and Letitia. Thank y'all so much. And until next time, I will see you guys later.